Hey Gemini, it's Goddess Puff, and this is your next 48 hours for April 7th to the 8th of 2021. All right, let's get started with an oracle card message for Gemini. What's going on with Gemini in the next 48 hours, Spirit? What does Gemini need to know for April 7th to the 8th of 2022 for Gemini? All right, let's get started and see. All right, we have trickery. We have belonging, the subconscious, and the overall energy is vision. Okay, so I'm literally getting like a creative vision, an artistic vision. I feel like you're either a photographer or like you're someone who sets the stage for plays or music videos or things of that nature. I feel like you're in charge of beautifying places. So you could be an interior designer or decorator, or you make some type of furniture or curtains or clothing or wallpaper. I feel like you're the set design person, or you're like some type of interior designer or something. You make things look beautiful. You may work with a lot of floral, flowers, patterns, and things of that nature. I feel like some of you may make vests or sweaters or coats. So you're like a fashion designer as well. I feel like you work with fabrics, wallpapers, and furniture. But with trickery, belonging, and subconscious, I feel as though like you see a vision, and it's like you have this motto, fake it till you make it. So it's like, this is just an example, but it's like you see people putting on a show, on a play. You're not a part of it, but you get dressed up to look the part, and you walk in there and you start acting like the director and putting people around. People listen to you because you come in with that confidence and authority. So it's like you're faking it till you make it. It's like you fake your way into a position that you belong in. You're really creative, so you fake your way through the door and you actually like make it look great, and people actually listen to you, not unaware that you are like, you're not supposed to be there. You belong there, but you're not supposed to be there, if that makes sense. All right, let's get into the tarot and see for Gemini. Next 48 hours for Gemini, April 7th to the 8th of 2022 for Gemini. Especially with trickery, belonging, the subconscious, you trick yourself into feeling confident enough to belong, and therefore you do, because you have a vision of seeing yourself in these places, in these spaces, in these things, being a creative director. And so you trick your mind into the confident space, like you're already there. All right, we have the 3 of Swords, 40. The numbers I call out can be dates, times, ages. Put it where it goes for you. Page of Swords, 17, which is also an 8. We have Knight of Swords, 64, which is also a 10. And the High Priestess, 71, which is also an 8. Overall energy, Knight of Wands, 18, which is also a 9. Okay, so I'm seeing you as the Knight of Wands with the overall energy. You got the power. I don't know why I'm hearing, I got the power. What is that from? Is that from Bruce Almighty, that song? But I'm feeling like you have that energy. Like, I can do this. You feel really charged up, and I feel like your creative energy is just sprouting. I just keep seeing all these spring and fall patterns, floral, butterflies, bees. Like I'm seeing all these beautiful spring patterns that you're using for your work. With the 3 of Swords and the Page of Swords, I feel like your confidence was knocked by a critic or someone who put you down, or like dismissed you or rejected you when it comes to your art. Yeah, Knight of Swords. You're like, regardless of the criticism, you don't give up. With the Knight of Swords, you're trying to win at all costs because you see the vision with the High Priestess, and the overall energy with the Oracle cards being the vision. You see your own vision. So you're not giving up with the Knight of Swords. And with the overall energy being the Knight of Wands, not only are you not giving up, you have that power and drive to keep going. You're bursting with creative energy. I can see all the colors and the life you have. So I feel like you're some type of artist. With the Page of Swords, and the 3 of Swords, you're not letting rejection get to you. It may have gotten you down in the past, and maybe you were down for a little bit, but you're back up and you're not letting anything stop you. All right, so let's clarify this. You're not letting anyone kick you by while you're down. I feel like somebody did or tried to or rejected you, and it hurt your confidence a little bit, but only for a little bit. So you're not afraid of rejection, which I like that for you, Gemini. Clarify this because you know where you belong and you know where you're headed. Clarify this for Gemini. Clarify this message for Gemini. I love this energy for you. All right, let's clarify. Clarifying the Three of Swords is the Magician, Gemini and Virgo, making it happen. Turning lemons into lemonade with that Three of Swords. Yeah, the Star card, clarifying the Three of Swords. So you have the Magician and the Star, clarifying the Three of Swords. And that's Aquarius energy and Gemini and Virgo. Here you are. So yes. Again, with trickery in the Three of Swords, I feel like this rejection you may have tricked yourself into feeling like you don't belong, or someone lied to you and told you that your work was not good and you wouldn't make it in the field, when actually they were extremely impressed by your work. I feel like you can find it in someone, whether that be a family member, a friend, coworker, and they saw your potential and they were threatened by it. So they lied and told you weren't good enough, or your work was ugly, or it sucked, or something like that, to knock your confidence. But you turned that into lemonade. You did not let it stop you. You manifested healing here, and I see you going so much further than you could have ever imagined or ever dreamed of. I feel like you let the rejection fuel you to go even further. Clarifying the Page of Swords is the Last Judgment, the Judgment card here. Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, Taurus energy. And I love that this card says the Last Judgment. So this is the last time you ever allow anyone to stake claim over your life and your future. That's the last time you take it personally. Because I feel like you've done your research with the Page of Swords. You either went back to school or you dug even harder, went even harder to make your work even better. Yeah, the World card with the Page of Swords. I feel like you did your research on this person who rejected you and on your own work and in the history of whatever it is that you are producing or studying, whatever art it is. And you realize that this person not only lied to you, but your work is actually beautiful. It's amazing. And also, I feel like you've done your research and realized this person may have rejected other people in the past because they were jealous, or you're just realizing that a lot of influential and amazing artists were turned down a lot before they hit their biggest point or highest point, before their career took off. They were rejected a lot. You're realizing something about yourself and your journey at becoming this artist. I keep saying artist because I feel like that's what you are. There's different types of art. I feel like this is the last time you allow that judgment to be called on you, and you're saying you have the final say, and you're like, I'm not letting anything stop me from now on. I'm not going to stop until I reach where I'm going, because you see that vision. And with the World card, you're never allowing that to happen again. You're never allowing anyone else to criticize you this way. Now, you take constructive criticism, but you realize this person was just hating. And clarifying the Knight of Swords is the Nine of Wands. Yep, you're guarded. You're protecting yourself. You're not letting anything stop you. And I feel like someone was trying to stop you out of jealousy, pure jealousy. Seven of Pentacles, investing a lot of time, energy, and effort into this. So you're not a novice. You've been putting a lot of energy and effort into this. You've gone to school, you've read the books, you've done the work, you've studied. So you got notches under your belt. You know what you're talking about and what you're doing. And this person trying to treat you like you didn't. Or you had people around you trying to treat you like you didn't know nothing when you really do. You know, a whole hell of a lot more than they do. You could actually stand to teach them something, and that's why they don't like it. They like having their place all high up and looking down. And when they see someone who can surpass them, everyone's not like that. But the people you were dealing with were. I feel like this happened a long time ago, maybe 3 weeks, 3 years, 3 months ago. Someone said something to you. Someone shot you down. You were so proud to show them your work, and they shot you down, told you go back to school and do better. This is mediocre work, or you have no idea what you're doing. And really, they were extremely impressed and like scared because you were so good at what you do. Clarifying the High Priestess is the Ten of Pentacles. So you see this Ten of Pentacles for yourself. You know, or you got a fortune told or a reading done that told you you are meant to inherit this Ten of Pentacles. Generational wealth. This also, this gift you have has been passed down. So you may have done your research on your family history and realize that you come from a long line of people in this job, in this work, in this field, or who's just very good with their hands or creativity. And you're like, so now I know the truth. I was always made to do this. I've always done amazing work, or my family has always done amazing work. So I'm supposed to be in this field. I'm supposed to be here. It's all making sense to you now because you looked up your family tree and family history, or literally some of you are inheriting this. So maybe you're a carpenter and you inherit those tools, or you realize that you have a great-great-grandparent who was a painter or an artist of some kind, and you inherit their work, or you see their work and you're like, it all makes sense. It all comes rushing back to you. It all makes sense now. Yeah, Two of Pentacles, clarifying the High Priestess. So with the Two of Pentacles here, I feel like you're trying to make a decision whether you should stop or keep going, or you're just trying to balance everything and keep it all afloat without it all crashing down. Because I feel like those harsh words from the past did slow you down. But you're back on it now, and you made a promise to yourself, like, I'm not stopping. I'm not letting anyone stop me from this. I invested far too much, and I'm going to continuously invest in this. This is going to be my lifelong work, and I'm not letting anyone stop that. And I feel like someone's trying so hard to take you out of this game or block you or stop you. But clarifying the Knight of Swords, which you are the Knight of Swords here, winning at all costs, is the Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. The Wounded Warrior card and the card of Perseverance. Stopping at nothing, standing up for yourself, and investing in the Seven of Pentacles. You got, like, you're going to have your foot in the door. Not only that, but you're going to be the boss, the CEO, investing years into this. This isn't going to be no quick rise and fall. You're going to be rising to the top, and you're going to be there for a very, very long time. You could retire in this field. I see you making a legacy in this field, having your own business in this field, and that is why this person was afraid of you. You showed your work to someone who you deemed a master at things and wanted them to judge it, and instead of praising you or helping you or like telling you the truth about your work, which your work was amazing, they were so threatened by you that they tore you down, and you held on to that for a while and actually stunted your growth and stopped you. It's like you kept working, but you didn't have as much confidence. But for some reason, you did your research, or you went back to school, you took their advice, and you realized throughout it all that this person was actually jealous of you. You realize the truth here. I mean, look at all this major arcana, the Magician, the Judgment, the Star, the Universe, the World, like, and the High Priestess. Overall energy is the Hanged Man, Pisces energy, seeing both sides of a situation and gaining enlightenment. That's what I've been talking about this entire reading. So it's not like you completely dismissed their words. You actually took their words into consideration because you're not afraid of constructive criticism. And that's what I love about you, Gemini. You don't really take people's words to heart, even though they may hurt your feelings. You actually see, like, well, is there any truth to that? And so you went back to school. You became a student again with the Page of Swords. And you learned so much more, but you also realized that you were ahead of your time, and you realized that this person was actually just jealous of you. That's what it really came down to, which is so petty. But you realized that this person was intimidated by you. And you realize that you were born into this. You have a natural gift, a natural talent. You are a prodigy at this, whatever this is. And you had that vision, and you had your fortune told that this will create a very wealthy legacy. You come from a long line of people who do this, and you are going to create a legacy for yourself, a 10 of Pentacles. So much wealth and creativity that it can be passed down from generation to generation. This skill of yours will make you money, and it'll just be something that you can pass down to your children and your children's children or your loved ones. It'll carry your legacy for a very long time. Let me get your final message for you, Gemini. Final message for Gemini. And final message for Gemini. And I love that for you. Because you're not afraid to do the work, and you're just realizing the truth about this person. We have Elixir. They tried to manipulate you with the Magician, trickery, Three of Swords. Spider, try to tell you you weren't something that you actually are. Orange's Wall, and this is blocking. Someone tried to gatekeep because they saw that you would do better than them, that you are more gifted, naturally talented than they are, that you didn't have to struggle like they did. Elixir, health, toxicity, attending. All right, some of these I'm going to connect to the reading for you. Others of them I'll leave open to interpretation. Elixir is like pretty straightforward. Health, toxicity, attending. This person, this could be a school that you actually attend as well, and you have a toxic teacher who sees that you actually know more than them. Maybe you made the mistake of correcting this teacher in front of everyone, and now they held a grudge against you forever, making your life and graduating a living hell, or making it hard for you to pass this class. We have Spider, focus, planning, digesting. And I see that you're doing that, especially with the Seven of Pentacles. That is having a plan and building it up over time and investing in yourself. All right, we have eye. And I'm honestly getting an eye for an eye with that one. Someone's very vindictive. Seeking answers, seeing clearly, paying attention. And I feel like that's you, especially with the overall energy being the Hangman, seeing both sides of the situation. And with the Page of Swords, seeking those answers. It's like their words hurt, but you took it into consideration and you did your research. You went back and you became a student and you studied more. And now you see things clearly. Knight of Swords, Hanged Man, the last judgment in the universe, You studied this person, studied your work, and studied yourself and your family and your lineage. And now you see things clearly. And you're paying attention now to the way people act and people's motives to why they would say and do things. Overall energy is wall, protection, obstacles, boundaries. There are none. Trust me. The only thing in your way and the only obstacle in your way is you. All right? You have the natural talent. You have the gift. And you have not just the natural talent, but you've done your research, the work. So just trust yourself, Gemini, all right? And don't let other people's criticism get to you, all right? Now, be open to constructive criticism, but take everything with a grain of salt. All right, I'm going to leave it there. If this reading resonated, don't forget to give me a like, comment, subscribe, or share. If you are interested in booking a personal reading with me, all of my information is in the description box below. If you would like to check out my sister's beautiful crystal jewelry, which I am always wearing and displaying here, her Etsy is in the description box below as well. She does necklaces, rings, bracelets, sun catchers, and commission work. All her information is below. I send you peace, blessings, and love. Namaste.